Hey, Shalom. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Okay, Kohalal, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. That is to say, bless the Most High, bless the Son, and all praise to the Most High and His Son, in the name of His Son. Okay, double honors, apostles and elders, better known as the Great Millstone, who've continued to labor in this and have brought forth the fruit through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, so I'm sitting here listening to the radio, and it's an AM radio station dealing with news, right? It goes through news, weather, traffic, all that stuff, right? But you just had Trump on here talking about how America needs to unify and unite, and everyone's getting worried about the whole ordeal with Guam, North Korea, right? Because there's more talk of missile strikes that are going to come. And real quick, I just want to go over a couple precepts, a couple scriptures. It's Matthew 24:6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So we're right here on this doorstep, and we're hearing of all these skirmishes, even that was going on between Russia and the U.S. just a couple months ago. That was big in the news, and now it's it seems like it's been kind of squelched a little bit. Okay, but all these wars and rumors of wars are for a purpose, but the end is not yet. Okay, let me grab this too. This is Revelations 11:14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. And that woe is talking about World War III. Okay? When you go to Revelations 18 and 13, it mentions, woe, woe, woe to the inhabitants of the earth. Okay? That's dealing with the 3 world wars. And then there's a saying in the world where they say, World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones, because what they're saying is that World War III is going to be so bad. It's going to be so bad with nuclear weapons that it's going to take everyone back to the Stone Age, where you're not going to have these modern day amenities and normalcies. Okay, this what people think is normal life and living, it's going to be taken away, man. Okay. This is Revelations 9:12. One woe is past, and behold, there cometh 2 woes more hereafter. So after World War I, you had World War II come into play. Now World War II is done away with, but World War III is quickly coming. Okay. Back to Matthew 24:7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Okay, so what you're seeing is nation rise against nation. You're seeing America versus pretty much everybody. North Korea versus pretty much everybody. Okay, Russia versus America, right? You even have racial wars, man. Okay, but they took out that statue of Robert E. Lee or whatever, right down south, and everyone started going crazy about that statue. Okay, so you have different kingdoms rising against other kingdoms. The kingdom of Judah against the kingdom of Edom, which Judah being roused up is going to lead the rest of the tribes to fight back. You had a case out here, I want to say in Bellingham, where some Issacharite, a so-called Mexican, died picking berries. And then the company, they just fired everyone. And they're saying that there was a massive heat wave up here because of the fires, and the fires in Canada had the weather all messed up over here. I'm talking about, like, you couldn't even see down, maybe 200 yards down the road. Like, it was hard to see, 200-300 yards down the road. You would just see smoke. And it was like that for almost 2 weeks. It just kind of cleared up, You know, it's just cleared up now, and now you can see the clouds. Now you can see the mountains and stuff. Whereas before you couldn't see it. You know, like I said, a couple blocks down the road, and that was it. Okay, but he dropped dead, man. And so you're gonna have these so-called Mexicans, Northern Kingdom. They're gonna start rousing up too. Okay, because the realization is gonna come into play that that you're the same people. You Negroes, Latinos, and North American Indians. You're of the same kingdom. Okay, the kingdom of Israel, Yashar Allah. Okay, it also said there shall be famines, and that's happening now. You know, you got a lot of places that are without food. Prices are skyrocketing for food. All right, and it's because of a lack of it, man. Okay, there is a lack of real food. A lot of things that are out there that you can eat that are readily available are processed, packaged foods, man. That's not real food. You know, real food goes bad in a matter of days after you either cook it or after you pick it. It goes bad, man, because it's a living thing. Okay, and once you snap it off that vine, it begins its process of corruption, of decay. All right. It also says, and pestilences, diseases, and every 6 months to a year, there's some new big scare of disease that's taking everyone out and killing everyone. You know, that's that's one of the ways the Most High has to help clean this earth up. Okay. It says, in earthquakes in diverse places. Now, every year there's more and more earthquakes. World records concerning the earth are being broken every year, pretty much. Whether it's a decrease in sea level or glaciers shrinking, okay, which messes with the ecosystem. You know, the weather being hotter. You know, oil spills and all this it messes with the whole imbalance of the ocean, which messes with the imbalance of life on land. Okay, everything has a trickle-down effect, man. Okay, but all these are the beginning of sorrows. So this is just the beginning of it, and you can see how people, you know, you look around, a lot of people, they don't even really care about what's happening. You know, they're not even too invested or have worry in it. You know, especially in areas like this where, you know, nothing big ever happens to them. Everyone's walking around having a good old time, enjoying their so-called Sunday. Okay, they're enjoying their so-called day of rest. You know, they're out with the grams and gramps and, you know, the little kids, and, you know, spending time with their loved ones. Hey, all this is gonna come to an end, and they're gonna be wondering, you know, well, what was I doing with myself? What was I doing with my time? Okay. So that was pretty much it with that. You know, like I said, I'm sitting here listening to the radio.
Is really the foundation of the modern North Korea that backs all this up. I just like Jamie. I think the danger of miscalculation, misreading North Korea is so large now. I spent a lot of talking with people about what would be involved if, as our military commanders begin to think about military options. And it is an immensely complicated problem. It's not just that the population of Seoul would be, in effect, hostage to North Korean missile strikes, but conventional missile strikes. There are perhaps a million, up to a million Americans who are there. There are a million non-American foreigners there. You have a situation in which the troops would be rushing north, the civilians flee south. It's the most complicated and potentially catastrophic battle space. But Secretary Mattis said this would be the worst kind of battlefield situation we've seen in the world since World War II. And I think when Mattis says that, you better take it seriously.
Okay, but let me just understand this, and I don't really understand this.
So there you go. There a lot of people are afraid of, the battle with North Korea, because they understand that it's not going to be a battle fought with garments rolled in blood and confused noise. It's going to be a battle fought with burning and fuel of fire. okay, with missiles. This is the new way that the world is going to be fought. I was looking at videos on so like on a U.S. Russian versus U.S. Battleships. So like, and the way that they fight is with missiles. They send one set of missiles, and then the other ship will send its missile to take out their missiles until all they have left are their guns, and their guns will try to take out maybe one or two, but still one or two of those missiles out of 20 is gonna hit that that boat, and after a couple hits, that boat is done. It's out of commission. So that's what all this technology is going for, is who can strike first, basically. Who has a greater range, even if it's just by 1 kilometer. And that 1 kilometer, while they're trying to close the gap, they already got something coming towards them that they can't stop. And this war, okay, is one of the ways the Most High is gonna punish these people, man. This is Psalms 147:19. I'll just get to the point. Verse 20. Well, I got started at 19. He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. See, right now, Israel as a nation is being judged. Okay? Israel as a nation is being judged. That's why so-called Negroes, Latinos, and North American Indians are on the bottom of the pecking order. You're on the bottom of the food chain. Okay? You're not gonna get up very high, man. The curses tell you, hey, the enemy that is within thee shall get above thee very high, and you shall be brought low, man. Okay? You're not here to be prosperous, okay? You're not here to be prosperous. You're here to be brought low, man. Okay, for displeasing the Heavenly Father. Right here, Deuteronomy 28:16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field. Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store. Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy land, the increase of thy cattle, or so like a kine, or children. Cursed shall be the fruit is the children, and the kine is the cattle, and the flocks of thy sheep. Cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shalt thou be when thou goest out. Because these Edomites, they're able to leave things to their children, but you're not able to leave anything to your children besides debt, man. All you're able to leave behind is debt. You got no continuing city here. This is Psalm 17:14. Okay, we'll start at 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. And, okay. So for his elect and his chosen, they're going to be delivered away from the Edomite, okay, from the wicked, the so-called white man, and all the wicked. And 2/3 of his own people, the Most High is going to deliver them be delivered away from the sword, the missiles, the plague that's the plague that is promised. Okay. Matter of fact, okay, I'll get to that later. Psalm 17:14. From men which are thy hand, O Lord, from men of the world, which have their portion in this life, and whose belly thou fillest with thy hid treasure, they are full of children, and leave the rest of their substance to their babes. See, but you're not able to do that. You're not able to leave your substance to your babes, man. Okay? Psalms 50:16. But unto the wicked the Most High saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth, seeing thou hatest instruction, and casteth my word behind thee? Okay? So here it is, America, and even 2/3, they say that, oh yeah, they believe in the Most High, they love him, this and that, right? But they don't do anything according to his word. They grab the book, and they cherry pick 1 or 2 things that they like, and the rest of everything else is too hard for them to swallow. They just cast it behind them, man. Okay? And because the Most High isn't punishing people like he did in the ancient days speedily, okay, they think that the Most High has been pacified somehow, or that he doesn't exist, right? Psalms 50:21. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such an one as thyself, but I will reprove thee, and set them in order before thine eyes. So everything's gonna get corrected, man. Okay, and we're gonna see it. Okay, we're gonna see it. Okay, hopefully we're of that number, part of the elect. That's the whole point of brothers going out and hitting these streets, okay, and pushing this word, is to have works that we may be delivered in that time, man. You know, brothers aren't doing this. Brothers that are doing this insincerely, it's all gonna be found out, man. The Most High is gonna reveal everything if you're not sincere about pushing this word out, man. You know, so everything is coming in its full circle. So I know I kind of went into another direction, but hey, that's the spirit. But we're gonna get ready to start camp here in a second. Brother should be showing up soon. So hey, with that, shalom.